All right, Semilogo says ready. We got it ready from Carrie, so let us go and count it down. Level 15, here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris here on the Classic Tetris Monthly Community Tournament Tier 4 Finals for August 2020. I'm excited. And you know what? Honestly, I'm excited for level 15. You know, the player pool has gotten pretty sophisticated. So you're seeing level 15 starts more and more rarely, or less and less often, I guess would be the right way to say that. And I like me some level 15, gotta admit. Level 15, highly underrated. Alright, first Tetris of the game for Semilogo. Tetris on level 15 is worth 19,200 points, so about 20,000 points. Oh, like add carry with a little adjustment there, make room for the long bar, gets a Tetris and another Tetris, so we are off and running and pretty neck and neck here in the early goings. Semilogo's got like a welder's helmet of some sort. It's pretty good. Or that's some reference that I don't know, but it looks like a welder's helmet. Or maybe it's like, you know, so you can look through a nuclear blast or look at an eclipse or whatever. All right, another Tetris for Semilogo, and there's one for Like Add Carry. Like Add Carry's got about just under a Tetris lead here through 19 lines. Let me adjust some things on my computer so I can see them properly. I'm an old man, the eyes are going, you know. And so some pretty clean Tetris so far. And here comes a Tetris for each of them. And like add carry, or carry, whatever. Still out. Oh, little misdrop for Semilogo on the left side. You never want to see misdrops on the left side and gaps over there, so he should take care to get rid of that ASAP. So he's attacking all that. I'm saying he. I guess I'm assuming. I have no idea, but it's the old school he that, you know, means human being, right? It's the old one. That's the one I'm using. But honestly, it's pretty safe assumption, you know, like 98% of Tetris players are male for some reason, and I don't know why that is. So, all right, Semilogo still dealing with the aftermath of that one misdrop T on the left side, but getting it cleaned up. 160 for carry, 95,000 for Semilogo. And carry has been super clean this entire time. And yeah, another weird placement for Semilogo. So this is going to give carry an ability to build on that lead. And Semilogo getting up a little bit high. He's able to knock down a single, but that left side and right side are just not great. Oh, getting a nice piece. Oh, and a nice dirty Tetris for Semilogo up top. That is going to take some pressure off for sure. And oh no, a couple of misplacements, or one misplacement, and then, oh my god, Semilogo is going to top out, and carry is good. Carry is good. There it is. There's a heart. And the hearts work this week. Semilogo is a he, him. Thank you so much. Oh my god. I'm a him. All right. Great job. We got to know. We need to know that about every person. There are some brackets. Thank you, Professor L. Let's get it ready from both players. Semilogo says ready on 15. Another 15 start. I love it. And a ready from carry. So let's count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. What if someone scores a 0 in qualifying? That would be impossible without throwing, so I would say go away and don't play this month. Not interested in that. You know, I take this thing seriously. I've kind of dedicated a big portion of my life to this community over the last 2 years plus. And so when people talk about, oh, what if I just threw or put in a 0 qualifier, I get a little triggered by that, you know? So I didn't put all this effort in so people could have crappy qualifiers, and so I get even jokes about it. I get really triggered by that. It's the one thing. All right, both players. All right, well, there's a Tetris for Carrie, and Carrie building a lot more cleanly than Semilogo is here. Not sure if Semilogo is got some controller issues or just a little bit of nerves or what, but certainly making his way through a 32-player tournament into the finals. Probably this is not characteristic of Semilogo's normal play, so he's just got to find it within himself. Center himself and just play like he knows how to play. $65,000 for Carrie, $22,000 for Semilogo. Semilogo with no Tetrises yet. All right, Carrie doing a little bit of cleanup there, and Semilogo knocking all this down. And is a couple pieces away from being clean on the right side, and there it is. We can start building for Tetrises now. And, all right, Carrie with some shucking and jiving here. And Semilogo is back in scoring mode. Nice clean board. A lot of pronoun talk here in the chat. You know, it's 2018, guys. Can't we all just get along? 50,000 for Semilogo, 79,000 for like ad carry. And Bing, double for like ad carry down the right side. And there's a triple, trying to start scoring Tetrises because Semilogo is one Tetris away and is actually set up for that Tetris. So after kind of a rocky start from Semilogo. Oh, and another misdrop for Semilogo in that same second and third column. So something's going on for Semilogo in that second and third column. That's going to delay getting that Tetris. But all right, so nice down stacking for Semilogo. Open again, waiting for the long bar before he has to place something in that second and third column again. And getting a little droughted. Probably should take a burn at some point. And there's the burn. Like ad carry, still not able to... Oh, and there's the Tetris for Semilogo. It doesn't quite have the lead, though. But there's a Tetris for the lead for Semilogo. So that's got to feel good. Back on the right track. And another Tetris for Semilogo, 134. And yeah, Semilogo in the zone. Getting a little bit lippy and high on the right side, but trying to get back to a left side bias for that stack. You want the left side higher than the right usually. And bang, another Tetris for Semilogo. Semilogo now has about a 66,000 point lead. So 3 Tetrises, and like ad carry is just in never-ending burn mode. Which I guess is like literally the definition of hell, right? So he's in Tetris hell right now. And bang, another Tetris for Semilogo. And we are under 20 lines to the level 16 transition. Level 16 is the exact same speed as level 18. You'll have 3 levels of level 18 speed before level 19. So you got a kind of a soft landing into level 19 when you do a 15 start. And like ad carry, trying to get a workable stack before the 18 speed hits. And Semilogo now with a 100,000 point lead, just about. And gets a nice Tetris just about to head into level 18. That left side really want to clear. We really want to clear that up before level 18 hits, and you don't want to build too, or level 18 speed hits, and you really don't want to get too dependent on that left side. And it's kind of getting droughted, trying to avoid transitioning to 18, but the long bar not coming. Gets the long bar, but that left side. Let's see what he can do. And yeah, it just hits like a ton of bricks over on Semilogo's board. Let's see what Semilogo can do. And Semilogo's going to top out at 261-140. 261-140. Got droughted, wasn't in a position to take burns. And that's what happened. So like Ad Carry has a chance here. May have to go into level 19 speeds to catch up. So we'll see what our tier 4 competitor is able to do. But, you know, could do this. This is 3 Tetrises and has 3 Tetrises available before 19. Now, whether they can do that, whether he can do that from this board, yeah, not really something going to happen. So going to have to score some points on level 19 speed. And just trying to have a nice, safe board going into the 19 speed. But yeah, is looking for that Tetris, though. And will have a Tetris opportunity going into 19. And bang, there it is. So really 2 Tetrises away. Or 1 Tetris and some change. And we'll see if he's going to go into Tetris mode or just kind of clear down mode. Does not have to force it. That's the one thing about this situation. He can just... Oh, a misdrop with that square. And, you know, does not have to force it. Can just take the Tetrises as they come. Now, some of these look like misdrops, but they're actually kind of working out. Needs to get to 261 and change. Yeah, and just taking the lines. Just not forcing it. Just taking the lines. There is a Tetris! Oh, that wasn't a Tetris. Sorry. What? We'll fix that in post. Still warming up, guys. Warming up! Not a Tetris. I mean, he's playing Tetris. Oh, no. Oh, no, and it's kind of falling apart. It's kind of falling apart. It's kind of falling apart. And like Ad Carry is going to top out 8,000... What I was screaming is the game that was being played, which was Tetris. Professional commentator. I really thought that was a Tetris. Alright, well, Semilogo is going to survive and get a heart. And we got a finals, folks. What was once a best of 5 is now a best of 3. So let us get a level selection from Carry and a ready from both players. That's right. And there is Tetris. That's right. That's right, Bumpy. Listen. I'm giving up my Saturday for free for y'all, okay? 15 ready. Alright, 2 readies, here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Is this a qualifier? This is not a qualifier. This is just teenagers, middle-class teenagers lining out to level 19 transition. All right. Carrie's got a Tetris. Semilogo's got a Tetris. What was once a best of 5, now a best of 3. Kind of hypnotized by what's going on Carrie's board. Carrie kind of waiting for that J piece. The J piece doesn't come. Early shift with the T piece. You know, you really don't need to see as many early shifts on level 15 because in a lot of ways, you don't really need to exploit DAS too much on 15. Like, you can get by, like, slow tapping on 15. So you see a lot of early shifts on 15 that really don't need to happen. Because you really didn't need to load DAS that much in the first place. Alright, 99,000 for Semilogo, 49,000 for Like Ad Carry. A couple of very useful J pieces for Carry. And Carry is built up for a Tetris and bangs one down, 70,000. Neither player pushing down. If there's 100 players, what are the odds one of them are in the top 1%? I guess 100%? 122 for Semilogo, 90,000 for Like Ad Carry. Another Tetris Semilogo, 142. And Carry is set up. Trying to fill in that left side. Bang Tetris for Semilogo, 161. This is your first time not being in a CTM final. Well, that's because you were in so you've been climbing the ladder, Felinho. Oh no, and Like Ad Carry's board really messed up. And that left side is going to be off limits. And this is going to be a top out for Like Ad Carry. And Semilogo is going to get the heart. Yeah, Felinho, what? Felinho lost the, what was it? Tier 4 finals. Came back the next month to win the Tier 3 finals, right? Is that, am I getting that? Or is it 3 and 2? It's one of those. Hey, is Trey here? Hey, Trey, what's up? That's true. I did the unthinkable and I updated OBS the night before an event. Oh, Blogmeister coming in hot. All right, Like Ad Carry is ready. We need a level selection from Semilogo. Ready 15. Match point for Semilogo. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. And if you are playing in Community Tier 3, you are coming up soon. Yeah, all best of 5 in all tournaments now. Best of 3 is busted. Who will make it? Who will commentate if I make it to a community final? Yeah, we'll cross that bridge. Poopy old hag loves to call me by my IRL first name. But I don't know Poopy Old Hag's first name, so I mean it's kind of asymmetric and unfair. All right, 22,000 for Semilogo, 41,000 for Like Ad Carry. Poopy. All right, Tetris Semilogo 60,000, Like Ad Carry also 60,000, but bang Tetris. All level 15 starts here in Tier 4. I was wondering if somebody was going to like pull out a level 18, you know, the 18 hammer. But both of these players, you know, kind of mid-tier qualifiers here in Tier 4, so maybe level 15 is their most comfortable level for now. Maybe if we had, like, you know, kind of more top-of-the-bracket seeds in the finals, there would be more 18s, but so far it looks like they are both very comfortable on 15. Yeah, I like the placement from Like Ad Carry. And just trying to bring this down, stay out of danger, and it's really do or die for Like Ad Carry right now. Semilogo with a dirty Tetris setup in the 8th column. And yeah, Carry just trying to get this down. All right, and he is set up on the right side and bangs down a Tetris. I'm sure some relief for Carry there. Able to set up the dependency because the long bar was coming next piece, so I always like that. 115 for Carry, 159 for Semilogo. And Carry, you know, between 5 and 9 lines ahead at any given time. And behind by 60,000 points, so needs to make up a little bit of ground. We are halfway to the 16 transition. And Semilogo just really, I mean, very, very efficient. 236 through 57 lines on level 15 is not too shabby at all. Very, very efficient. And like Carry, just trying to stay alive. Semilogo going with a nice aggressive setup in the 9th column, rewarded with the Tetris 255 through 61 lines on level 15. There's a rare burned double for Semilogo. Nice 70,000 point lead. All right, the top of Semilogo's board getting a little complicated here, so it needs a couple of pieces. Going to have to take some burns. That's to throw 4 Minos worth of garbage on top of the well, so that's going to mean some more burns. 280 for Semilogo, 214 for like Carry. So Semilogo's pace is dissipated a bit, but still not too shabby for level 15. 320 through 83 lines. That's I mean, that's a pace where I start to sit up in my chair if I'm playing level 15, you know? Start to, you know, if I've got my foot up on something, I take my foot down, I start to sit up straight in my chair and focus. 339 Semilogo, 257 for like Carry. Oh, I kind of missed the placement there for Semilogo, so that's going to slow him down a bit. Maybe allow Carry to catch up. And he's got, you know, 7 lines of garbage on top of that gap. So let's see. Oh, he's actually building for the Tetris. He's going to have to burn that down. But that's what a lot of this game is, right? Building for the Tetris and then immediately, instantly regretting it and burning it down. And that's okay. So still about an 80,000 point lead for Semilogo. And like Carry is set up for a Tetris here on level 17. And now on level 18. Going for the Tetris. Gets the long bar. Nice reward. Back by 57,000 points. Another Tetris for Carry. So making up some ground here. But also about to transition. Oh no! And a missed drop with the L piece. Heading into transition. And not great for Carry right now. And let's see what he's able to do. That left side is almost inaccessible. And yeah, the whole board just blows up. It's just like, it puffer fished out. And then that's it for like Carry. So Semilogo gets the heart. And Semilogo is your winner. Congratulations to you, Semilogo. You got through a huge bracket, 32-player bracket. You are the winner. And there it is. A welding helmet is a winner. Or it looks like a Master Chief helmet, kind of. Like Halo. Oh, you want to see his game? Yeah, you can go see his game. Sure. You want to see him finish out? I mean, I am trying to finish early so that we can get the Latin America qualifier. So, I mean, this isn't going anywhere. So, we're going to switch over. I need to mute the music for a second So I realized I didn't set my levels in all the scenes properly, so... One moment, please. Production happening. All right, there we go. There we go. We are back. So let us go ahead and bring up Cwiis over here and Evu over here, or Cwiis or Cwiis. I don't know. Oh, we got people. We got multiple people. We have one smaller head looking at a bigger head, which we like. Let's get rid of some of these hearts. And we are underway, Community Tier 3. That's right, just some random guy's head. It's Cwiis. Awesome, thank you. Alright, well, this is it. You guys all know the rules. Best of 5. Lower seed chooses the level between 18 and 15. And, oh, there's an extra heart there. We're spotting that guy a heart. Evu. There you go. So there you go. 6 seed, 20 seed, Community Tier 3. Let us get it ready from both players. Level selection from Evu. And we can get this underway. And Evu going for it on 19 here. Going for the 19 max out. Oh, not going to happen. 3 lines in. All right, Evu chooses 15. Need a ready from Cwiis. And Cwiis says ready, so here we go. Longtime community member here, Cwiis. Let's see what he can do. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And Evu I don't know much about. Except that he's got a friend. And do I have a cam flipper here? Let's see if I have a cam flip thing. I do. Very good. Oh, we got to flip Cwiis around as well. No cam. There we go. All right, everyone's looking at their pieces. And we are underway. CTM Community Tier 3 Finals for August 2020. Both looking for their first CTM tournament wins. Evu getting a little respect 15 up here, which kind of happens. People choose 15 and then they don't respect it. But Evu is riding the ship here and bangs down another Tetris. 42,000 for Evu, or I'm just saying Evu. I don't know if it's Evu, Evu, something else. Cwiis 25,000. Evu, another Tetris here, 61,000. And Cwiis getting a little bit droughted. Das player shaking his head. Getting droughted. Oh no, and cover, of course, covers well. And there's the long bar, finally. And that's where often you see Das player nodding their head, right? Or giving you an exasperated kind of like, ah, finally, like eye roll. All right, 68,000 for Cwiis, 99,000 for Evu. And if you're watching and you plan on ever playing in a CTM, this is how you get in my good graces. Cams, we like cams. And you know, I was very much a hypocrite for a long time because I did not stream with cam. I mean, if you saw me on cam, you could probably induce the reasons. But But so I started streaming on cam just so I could, you know, set an example, right? Doesn't matter how gross you are. Let's see you, right? Oh, a little misdrop for Evo on the left side. You never like to see it on the left side. But gets a long bar here. That's going to take some pressure off. That square is going to fill in some material, but not going to do much for lines. But Evo getting it under control. 129. Cwiis is taking the lead. 134. Yeah, you don't have to, Doge. I mean, you don't have to at all. It's up to you. I mean, I'll feel disappointed in my heart, but there's no reason you should worry about my heart. 157 for Cwiis, 151 for Evo. And another Tetris for Cwiis, 195. Evo getting kind of high here. Almost respect 15-y, but gets a Tetris and another Tetris to knock this down. And yeah, just about a 5,000 point lead for Cwiis. And Evo trying to avoid polarizing that LJ dependency, but ends up ruining his stack trying to avoid committing to an L or a J dependency. Look, sometimes it's better to just kind of fill something in and commit to one of the dependencies. All right, 217 for Cwiis, 213 for Evo. Cwiis with a Tetris, 234. Yeah, Dilo jinxing it, of course. Thanks, Dilo. And Evo with a ton of material stacked up on the right side. About 12 or 13 lines stacked up on the right. And yeah, looks like Evo is tapping. And party down the middle for Evo. Tetris 240. Cwiis with a Tetris 280. And we are coming up on the level 16 transition. Cwiis just 8 lines away. Evo's setting up for us another center well Tetris. Gets the exact wrong piece, the Hatris piece. And trying to keep this center well open. And just ending up burning and burning and burning. Alright, it's going to take a double into a Tetris. And staying with the center well, 264. Trying to score as many points as possible before transition. And good job by Evo, 285. So really backed by only a Tetris. Kind of an uncertain placement down the center for Evo. And Cwiis trying to get his board in order before transition. And he's up really high. And this is so difficult. Now, left side is going to be off limits for Cwiis. And he's going to top out at 307. So Evo needs to get to 307, but kind of running into some issues of his own. And actually, yeah, it's got a nice path to sort of downstack this whole thing before 19. Needs another 11,000 points. And oh, that misplacement with the L. Oh, and he nails the T-spin. But in the aftermath of the T-spin, kind of didn't get that piece over to the left where he needed to. Needs another, what was it? 3-0. I forget what it was because Cwiis restarted. What was it? 3-0 what? Oh, he's good now, I believe. Is he good? No, he's not good. He's not good. You're not good. He's almost good. All right, you are good. You are good. I'm too stupid to remember. I can say 307 and then 2 seconds later forget. So you are good, Evo. You have survived. Don't listen to Vandy. Rule number 1. So Evo clutching out points toward the end of 18 going into 19 and getting the heart. So GG's heartily deserved by Evo there. Shut up, Pumpy. All right, let's get a level selection from Cwiis. 15 from Cwiis. We need it ready from Evo. All right, Evo says ready. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Players who get to these finals make it through a pretty long bracket all month long. 32 player bracket. So, you know, no easy feats for anybody really to get through a bracket, regardless, you know, skill level, experience, whatever. A lot of things can befall you in a bracket. Ask any number of the old veterans in last year's CTWC. Regardless of how good you are. All right, 20,000 here for Cwiis, 38,000. Perfect game for Evu. Here's another Tetris for Evu. All right. Cwiis getting a Hatris piece. And keeps getting the Hatris piece. Oh my god. You hate to see it. And finally, long bar for Cwiis, 46,000. Evo going aggro with the long bar placement in column 9 to set up the Tetris. And Cwiis, oh no! Cwiis had to block the well. All right. Actually, getting some separation here. And wow, Cwiis is going to probably get out of this. And has a channel down the right side. It's good only for a double. But still not quite getting the pieces. But really good patience for Cwiis. Oh my god. Incredible survival for Cwiis, but Cwiis is going to top out at 60,000. And Evu is going to get heart number 2. Yeah, Cwiis, RNG was not Cwiis' friend right there. Kind of got a little up high, a little bit not respecting 15, I got to admit. I'll say it, you know, if you're up that high, level 15, very likely you just said, well, you know, I'll gamble. And sometimes you gamble and it doesn't work. But great survival up top. I mean, I thought he was out of there like 2 minutes ago, but very nice. So, Evo, you can go ahead and top. You are good, my friend. That's right. So we need a level selection from Evo now. And readies from both. That's right, Tegamek. Tegamek, you will see him later in the semis of the future circuit. Respect 15 is a hashtag. Thanks for the raid, Timmy Kim. And do we have 15? All right, we got a level selection and a ready. So here we go. Count it down. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, you will see Tegamek against Fractal in the semis in, I don't know, an hour and 15 minutes, something like that. We're humming right along here. All right, Evu starting with a couple of long bar dependencies in the middle of his stack. And it's going to take care of that and is now Tetris ready. Well, one of them was in the middle of the stack, the other one was on the right side, which is not really a dependency. It kind of is, but there you go. All right, Cwiis needing that L piece. He's going to burn it down. Going to clear away the right side, set up for the Tetris. Evo's going to clear away the right side. He's Tetris ready, so we just got a couple of people who are waiting on long bars. There's one for Evo. There's one for Cwiis. We are underway. Another Tetris for Evo. 98,000 through 23 lines. Pretty good. And Cwiis used that long bar to clear away some garbage on the left side, making a nice place for a J piece. And out of danger. Trying to clear away some of the rubble. Evo with another Tetris. 117 through 27 lines. Honestly, I would personally be okay with that on level 18, so. But I am bad. Van's bad, man. Alright, Cwiis kind of tucking in some holes. And is Tetris ready now? And fills in the left with the J piece. Bang, Tetris for Cwiis, 92,000, but 157 for Evo. Up 2 games to none. And has a nice 65,000 point lead. Pours on another Tetris. There's one from Cwiis, though. Right, Cwiis setting up tucks here. All right, nice adjustment for Cwiis to make way for that long bar. If you got a long bar coming, it doesn't matter if you make a long bar dependency, because you're gonna fill it in. So should do that a lot. There's Cwiis with the Tetris setup, 133, waiting. Evo's gonna Tetris. There's one for Cwiis, 152, so back by about 46,000 points. And both players waiting. And you can see Evo kind of on the, it's the germ of a Respect 15 situation where you start building like 8, 10, 11, 12 rows high with one column carved out on the right side, and that's it, right? So that's like the beginning of Respect 15 problems. Because you have no burn chamber, and then you have to start flinging pieces over to the left side, and you don't always have a nice place to put them, and so then you end up making gaps on the left, and then you can't burn on the right, and then you end up topping out, and that's how they start. So you newbies who are watching, take note. 229 for Cwiis, and he's within a Tetris. There's one for Evo. Why did they start at 15? Because they chose. Well, sure, sometimes it's fine to not respect 15, but see, if you do that, then I don't think you can complain about RNG, right? Because you're basically saying, well, I'm putting myself in RNG's hands, right? You can't do that and then simultaneously complain about the pieces you get. 256 for Cwiis, 285 for Evo. Open his lead back up to Cwiis, who's now burning. Evo nice and clean. All right, a good adjustment for Evo there to keep his stack clean. And there's a nice Tetris for Evo. That's going to bring his stack down a bit. Oh, 3 long bars in a row. Missed an opportunity to get Tetris ready and kind of paid for it with not scoring a Tetris, but he is ready now, and there is a Tetris. So we are making our way toward the level 16 transition. It'll be 3 levels of the same speed until level 19. Kind of a soft landing until 19. Tetris for Evo. He's going to take the triple down the right. Transition to 16. 16 and 17, just the worst color set. All the 6 and 7 levels, just the worst. Depending on your screen, they can be really hard to see. Cwiis with the left well Tetris. 309 for Cwiis. Again, this is do or die time for Cwiis. Trying to avoid being swept. Needs to win one to stay in it. but is backed by 48,000 points. That's 2 Tetrises here. There's a Tetris for Cwiis. Level 17. Evu with a couple of long bar dependencies. Had to cover one over. Trying to clear these out. And needs a long bar for the center well Tetris and gets it. 382 for Evu. $333 for Cwiis. Cwiis with a Tetris. And now you can see the pieces again. And Cwiis just trying to avoid having a messy board going into 19, but Peace is not cooperating. And it's going to open up a channel on the right side, and this would be a great time for a Tetris. And there is a Tetris into transition. Evu in a little bit of trouble. So Cwiis has the lead by 1,000 points. And Evu, struggling to keep pieces on the left side, has to block the well on the right side. Cwiis is still up by 1,000 points. Evu's going to transition high, and Cwiis is good and salvages a game. So Cwiis is still alive. Woof. And yeah, is this Mom in the background? Hey, Mom. Let's give Cwiis his heart. And Evu's a little delayed, so I don't know if Evu knows on camera. No sweep, no dinner tonight. Oh my god. That's right. His mom is literally Little Max Trainer pounding on his back. I'm hurt, Doc. All right, Cwiis has ready 18. Bringing out the 18 hammer. Need a ready from Evu. I can't win, Mom. All right, Evu says ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Level 18. And if you're playing Tier 2, you should start to warm up. Maybe start streaming. Join the Nintendo Fun Club today, Mac. There's my childhood. That's right, Blarg. That's who I meant. All right, level 18. Let's see if this strategy is going to work for Cwiis. All right, out of danger is Cwiis. It's going to get a Tetris. There we go. So Cwiis is underway, 27,000. Nice placements for Cwiis. Really taking into account the next piece. Evu, 91,000. Cwiis, 28. There's a Tetris for Cwiis. He's set up again already. Keeping his left side clean. And another Tetris for Cwiis, 74,000. Keep your left sides clean, kids. It's a public service announcement. All right, Evu flinging pieces left and right, trying to find a square for that middle. Gets one. Gonna burn his stack down to safety. And set up for a Tetris again. So is Cwiis. $103 Cwiis, $147 for Evu. And center well Tetris for Evu and converts it. 171 for Evu, 128 for Cwiis. Bang Tetris for Cwiis on the left. Oh, kind of a misdrop for Evu, but able to get the long bar in the next piece and no problem, gets it over. Evu's going to take the triple down the center. All right, you got little frames happening. I'll refresh, see what happens. All right, I think we sort of have him back. 200,000 for Evu, 197 for Cwiis. And we got slideshow from Evu, but pretty sure Cwiis has a lead right now. 221. It's like a Tetris for Evu. 227, back in the lead. Oh no. Do you think Eric's mom stepped on the internet cord? Oh man. See, I make these callbacks to things that like 5 people remember, and then people have no idea what I'm talking about. And it's my own fault. 247 for Cwiis, 272 for Evu. Cwiis trying to stay alive here. Kind of dicey. But getting it taken care of. Looks like Evu's about to Tetris here. He does 296 for Evu, 253 for Cwiis. You know, the good thing about having only one game in these community tournament is I don't have to do like a whole tournament where if somebody's got crappy internet, then I have to like tolerate it the entire time and like pretend I'm okay with it. All right, 323 for you. That's like that's what I have to do with Broden Damp every month. 282 for Cwiis, 345 for Evu. Oh, and Song Scout. Looks like he's ready. Let's see if Song Scout is here. We're approaching 100 lines. Yeah, sorry, Song Scout. I was kind of busy watching some Tetris here, so we have Song Scout, I think, trying to jump in. I mean, Game Scout. I don't know. Who's Song Scout? I don't know. I know him as Song Scout, guys. Like, if you know a guy for 2 years and he changes his name, like, it's kind of... You're going to make mistakes, okay? All right, Cwiis setting up. Oh, no. Kind of sacrificing his board. Knows he's in trouble. 345 for him. 406 for Evu. This is bad for Cwiis. And Cwiis is going to top out. A valiant effort from Cwiis. But it's going to be Evu, who played marvelously. We all must admit. Evu, not a player I'm super familiar with, but happy to see a winner. Cwiis, longtime community member. Congratulations on getting to the finals. But for today, it's going to be Evu, the winner. And let's see if GameScout can... Or, yeah, GameScout? Is that what it is? I'm just going to say David. All right, I got to turn him up. So bear with me for a moment. I'm going to stop. I'm going to bring... I got some stuff I got to do with this music. Because I have it all running on the same... All right, music down. Desktop up. Evu, congratulations. David, are you with me?
Yes.
All right. And you're hitting the red when you talk, which is, you know, you just got to kiss the red on the meter, and that's perfect. So...
Okay.
And then the music is a little loud, so we're going to bring that down. Congratulations to you, Evu. You are a winner of Community Tournament Tier 3. And that is exciting, because I have won pretty much nothing in my entire life. And so you're one up on me. So congratulations to you. Your mom witnessed it. Some other guy in the room witnessed it. And it's amazing. And really, I'm sure David has a lot to say about what just happened.
Looks like Evu is recipient of the legendary CTM trophy.
Yes, I found it on the internet. I cropped away most of the background, but you can see there's still some white in the center from where I didn't get rid of that part. But it doesn't matter. I mean, that's the whole spirit of CTM, right? Is like, who cares?
Mm-hmm.
Let's just play Tetris.
Absolutely.
Yep. So how is it going, Mr. David? First off, I made a command for you so people can watch your latest video, which is about CTM.
Oh, awesome.
So if you type in Scout, you've got a scout command, and it shows your latest video. So there you go.
Did you get a chance to see it yet?
I don't watch your videos, okay? I was there, all right? No, I do. I watch them every time.
Awesome. I reached out and found a commentator for you, or an expert analyst.
Yeah, it was wonderful. So thanks so much for joining us, and we're gonna go ahead and get tier 2 set up, and then I can say things and you say things, and it sounds like a professional kind of broadcast. It's really good.
Sweet, yeah. I still got to get a sense of where the talent level is for all the different tiers, because it feels like it keeps changing every month.
Yeah,
what used to be the standard for tier 1 of community tournament is now, a typical tier 3 game.
Yeah, it's really true. All right, hold on one second. Almost good. Okay, so I think we're good now. David, you're there, right?
Yes.
Okay, so David is here. We've got that. We've got music. We're going to start the playlist over. And, all right, so we are here. And let's get rid of some hearts. This is like, I gotta admit, this thing always sneaks up on me every month. I forget that it's going to happen, so I'm like pretty much putting it together like 90 minutes before. And it really shows in the production value and just how ready I seem.
I mean, hey, modern online streams that are typically run by one person are crazy. In the old studio settings, you used to have like 4 people in the back all manning the board.
Yeah.
And now they expect you to do all that by yourself and be the presenter on screen.
I know. Yeah. It's not fair. And people say, "Oh, low production quality." Do they realize like I'm in a spare bedroom, just some guy, some weird suburb, It's not like I'm ESPN guys. All right, let me flip this camera around. And there you go. You got that happening. And Redshurt is here, and guess what Redshurt is wearing, David?
Oh, a red shirt.
That's it. Now let me go ahead and make sure I'm sharing a screen with you so we can be commenting on the same thing at the same time.
Oh, perfect, yes.
So if you want to go ahead and see, is that fine?
Yes, I can see it now.
And we're watching it at the same exact time, which is incredible. Technology, guys.
Yeah, I remember this was my first amateur hour lesson when I restreamed my very first game. It's watch your OBS screen. Don't watch the Twitch stream. Otherwise, your commentary will be 15 seconds behind.
Yeah, we all go through it. I gotta bring the music down just a little bit. Let's see.
Oh.
That should be good. Yeah, I mean, we all go through those growing pains. Really, very few people were doing this for Tetris, 2.5 years ago, and now everybody's doing it. So we all go through these growing pains as we restream and try to figure out OBS and all that kind of thing. So, cool. Well, we have Dillan, who is answer to question, which is he's not somebody I really know too well, and then we have Redshurt, who is a pretty active community member. So. There's always seems to be like some random unknown person in the CT finals, and then they get there, and then we see a lot more of them afterwards. So hopefully that happens with Dillan. Is there any? I don't know. I guess we just have to start, David.
Yeah, I got this underway.
That's it. All right, let us go ahead and get a level selection from Mr. Shirt, and we can get it ready from both players. Ready? 18 says Shirt. And someone's saying throw up blood shirt. I don't know what that means, but it's very violent. And we just need Dillan to realize that, there's a tournament going on and he's in it. Hey, how do we find your channel on YouTube, David?
From what I understand, there's a brand new command for us that you set up in the chat. I don't know the code for it though.
It's just Scout.
Awesome.
Yeah, and it'll point to your latest video. So there you go. And then go ahead and look at the video, and then right below it says subscribe, and you should totally do that. And then you should watch. He's got what's your schedule right now? How often are you putting out Tetris content?
Right now, I'm putting them out at a furious pace compared to what I used to. Averaging about a video and a half a week right now. Every Tuesday, and then plus the bonus ones.
That's pretty good. The one thing I'll say is there's a lot less focus on me than I would prefer. So if I could just give you some notes, should be a lot more focus on me, the organizer of this event for over 2 years now. So
True.
Yeah, really, just focus more on me. All right, do we have readies from these players and level selections? We got a level selection from Redshurt, and I don't know if we have readies because I've been thinking about myself the whole time. Can I put their PBs on the screen? Yeah, not with 90 minutes to prepare. No. Are both ready? Both of them look ready, so I'm just going to start. So here we go. Is answer to question here? Oh, he says ready 18. All right, we are ready. So we're going to go ahead and count it down. And actually, GameScout, why don't you count it down?
Okay. All right. Ready in 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
That was very impressive. So the other thing you have to sort of figure out, which is something that took me a while, is sort of the cadence, right? The just sort of the back and forth, the like, all right, I say a thing, you say a thing, and I love Harry, but that's something that Harry has never been able to sort of get right. Is like he's just gonna go, and I'm just gonna sit there for 5 minutes while Harry does his Harry thing.
Yeah. For me, it was always really hard when I first tried to do it. I think there was one community tournament that I commentated with you like 2 years ago. It was my first time ever commentating. It was so hard for me to deal with like the 2-second delay between us. So I kept being about to speak, and then I'd hear you speak, and I didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, I mean that's a good policy, because I like to be the one that's like the center of attention, and it's very important that I be heard, and much less important that anyone else be heard. It's a joke. David's not laughing.
I was laughing. I guess I wasn't laughing loud enough.
Yeah, can you please, when I make a joke, I also need you to laugh really loud as well. Thank you. All right, we are underway here. 56,000 for Dillan, 115 for Redshurt. So nice 60,000 point lead. Another Tetris for Redshurt.
I think the more you end up dipping your toes in anything, the more you end up appreciating the invisible difficulties of it, whether it be playing Tetris, commentating Tetris, any aspect of this community. There's a lot of talent that's shown both on the screen and off the screen.
Yes. Very little of it here in Austin, Texas. But, Redshurt in trouble. Oh, nice flip to open that up. Oh, no, and no long bar. So a top out at 172.40. Somebody popped that into the chat. And actually, you don't have to, because Dillan is already good. So Dillan will get the heart. There it is. Is that it? No, there it is. So much greed. Respect 18.
That was a nice little skim, that line at the end, but it just wasn't enough.
Nope. It seemed like kind of desperation. It's like what I do when I just kind of fling something over there and then just start mashing buttons and hope something happens. Maybe that was a little bit what happened. And all right, well, we have a ready from somebody, don't we? Yeah, we have a ready from Redshurt. It's gonna be a level selection from Dillan. That's true. Respect all levels. That's true. That's a message here for 2020.
For a moment, I thought Dillan was setting up a T-spin. Then I realized he was just topping out.
All right. So we got it ready on 18 for Dylan. So I'll go ahead and count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris.
Yeah, when I came back to competing after taking like 9 months off in April, and I was in Community Tier 1, I was advised by several people to just line it out to the transition. They said, you'll win like 80% of the time. And that's clearly not the case anymore.
No, that's definitely not the case. I mean, the sort of folks who are like, oh, Tier 1 and Tier 2 are not like amateurs anymore, who just kind of like, you know, lucked out. Like there was always, now we actually had to, you know, increase the number of tournaments. So it's kind of scaled with the level of play, right? Whereas more people are getting into it. So the top of the tournament was always like really good players, you know, like JJ and Eris and, you know, really good, solid players, Beast and Shen, that kind of thing with the early winners. Noel, I think, was like an early winner. But the bottom always was kind of a crapshoot of people who just kind of lucked their way into a certain score or whatever. But not really the case anymore. Like everybody's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, if anybody feels like they end up getting put up against opponents consistently that are way stronger than them, it's probably been the most even now than it ever has been. I remember at the very early days of CTM, where it was just one tier, I had people of every single skill level in the same bracket, from a 900,000 qualifier to like 200,000.
Yeah,
you have a very, very quick matches in the first round, some very mismatched opponents.
Yeah, because those were the only like 16 people who qualified. Like, and it was just like whoever could stream to the private server and figure that out. That's who played. Yeah. So 90,000 for Redshurt, 126 after a Tetris for Dylan. Redshurt, nice low board. Dylan will have a relatively low board, a little jagged though after a Tetris, 149 for him. Was the internet even around back then, Pumpy Heart? Well, this is a historical question, and kind of SongScout is our resident historian.
All right, I think it was established on the other stream that there was, back in the 80s, you guys used ham radios.
That's right. We played Tetris over ham radio.
This was score updates.
Yeah, score. We had to mail. We also had to mail them in, like playing mail by, chess by mail.
Oh yeah. Tetris by mail.
Yeah, you have to pause after every Tetris and then mail your score to the other guy. 160 for Dylan, 121 for Redshurt.
Supposedly there is a Tetris board game. I've seen the Angry Video Game Nerd on YouTube has reviewed it.
Oh, see, I missed that. I didn't see that. I've seen a lot of his stuff, but I really only watched the NES ones. So I probably missed the Tetris board game.
Can't imagine it was a bestseller.
I mean, I'm sure it was profitable. I mean, they put Tetris on something, somebody will buy it. That's all that matters. Is it profitable? And that's really my primary consideration here for CTM. I'll keep doing it so long as I keep making a profit. So long as there are teenagers I can continue to exploit financially. 192 for Dylan, 173 for Redshurt. Redshirt's going to Tetris into the lead, and Dylan not quite ready to score yet.
This is a great close game right now.
Yeah, if I had a neck and neck graphic, I would show it.
Someone with a nice move to punch down the L to open up his well, even though it created a hole in his stack. This move I've noticed I see Sharky do a lot, where it's maybe not as intuitive as it would seem, but it gets you open. It gets you the Tetrises.
There's a Tetris for Redshurt back in the lead, 245. About mid-80s in terms of lines here. Dylan with a little bit of a situation here. Has to cover that gap over on the right side. Now it's long bar dependent in the 8th column.
Oh man, this is a total nerves check moment for Dylan. Oh no. He's just not going to get the long bar to get out of this.
And Redshurt is going to even it up and get the heart. Redshurt, you can go ahead and top out. Confirmed. It's okay. You have very little reason to trust me when I say that, but my recent track record, not great. But you are definitely in the clear, so there you go.
Dillan's a DAS player. It looked like there was just a moment where I missed a skill stop, and then it kind of cascaded.
Yep. All right, Redshirt says ready 18. Answer the question. Ready very promptly. David, go ahead and count it down.
All right. 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
It is 1-1 there, Power Slide. And, I'm sorry for calling you your other name. And I can't help. I mean, I've known you for years. Is that other name? Is it like, am I not even allowed to say the name? Is it like secret?
Of course not. It's just all
right.
It's all fun and humor. It's a very interesting thing in YouTube now. In the past, you kind of had channels where people would do all sorts of stuff on the same channel. You'd have all different topics, kind of like subscribing to a person, and then like their motley group of video ideas. Nowadays, the conventional wisdom is you got to split up all your content categorically by channel.
Yeah.
So I just immediately, when I was decided I want to make some Tetris videos, I was just like, if I have a bunch of subscribers that are all expecting piano videos, they're just not going to click on it. And the video is going to do terribly. I have to create a separate channel where it's people that actually want to watch that. Otherwise, YouTube's going to think my video is garbage.
Yeah, a lot of changes to YouTube. I don't know. I know it's it's a platform now. People trying making a living on YouTube and that kind of thing. And there are all kinds of rules, and you can take courses on how to optimize YouTube and all this kind of stuff. But to me, it's kind of led to these trends have led to sort of I don't know, sort of everything kind of looks the same. So everyone's got the thumbnail with the, they're smiling and pointing at a thing and there's big text on it, and
right. And that's a problem whenever, a strategy of how to do something the best becomes popular, then it's no longer the correct strategy. Because YouTube now shows you analytics on when the best time to upload your video would be in the day. But if everybody sees that and everybody uploads their video at the optimal time, then suddenly that becomes the worst time, because then just bombarded with videos during that hour.
So we got 181 for Redshirt and 128 last we saw answered a question, but seems like there's some internet issues for Dillan's side. Here's my mouse if you all want to see that. There it is. And so back by 23 lines and really paused at this point. And I don't even think streaming at the moment. So
oh dear.
Yeah, that's we've kind of avoided that the last few events, but it seems like that's happening now. So Redshirt, we're going to have you keep playing. Maybe answer to questions stream will come back. And we will see. Answer to question, if you can hear this, just keep playing. And answer to question stream is back here, just about the same number of lines, and he's in trouble.
He's getting out of it if he can get the right piece. It's a very timely square and a very timely L. And he's digging it.
Well, maybe he switched to the ROM with the better RNG mid-game.
It was a very, very trust fall-esque moment there when he set up the long bar dependency right when he got the long bar.
Yeah. 193 for Dillan, 246 for Redshirt.
Dillan's looking good again.
Oh, we have to show your name in the top left. People are pointing that out. It's important.
Oh yeah.
All right, so we need that, and that. There's production quality. aGameScout.
Sweet.
There it is. $224 Dillan, $293 Redshirt. Redshirt's going to set up for a Tetris and get rewarded immediately, which is nice. Must be nice. And Dillan, I wonder if he's going to go for the center well here, if he can get the right pieces. Well, no, he's going to take the burn. And he's just going to clear all this down. He's not messing around with center wells. He's not messing around with left wells. He's just going to take the burn. But he's got this spire in the middle of his stack that he has to sort of build around. And he's burned down.
Redshirt's still working with about 100,000 point lead. That's the Tetris there. That board was looking a little uncomfortable if he got droughted for a long time.
Yeah, there's no reason to get, when you've got about over 100,000 point lead, there's no reason to get speculative and do these like Galumba builds and everything like that. You can take the safer kind of option, even if it results in more burn lines. And we're having problems on Dillan's side again. But keep playing if you have trouble. Wouldn't be the first time and won't be the last time we have to fight through issues like that. People asking me if I've seen an insane line spin that Joseph did. I have not seen it. But you know, I mean, these people know what I'm interested in. Funny that you still mention Galumba, even though I haven't seen him competing in a long time. I mean, Galumba was kind of a pioneer, right? I mean, that... And,
oh, okay, no.
Redshurt topped out 414. We don't know where Dillan is.
Like, Schrodinger score over on Dillan's screen. You'd either be ahead or behind.
That's right.
It's both right now until we hear through quantum space.
All right, so Dillan's back 326, and what did Redshurt top out at? Here we go, 414. Thanks, Bumpy. So 414. You got to get to 415. Oh, mischief from Dillan.
He's a long bar now and gets it. Dillan has a chance here. This is like the toughest moment to keep your composure when you're beating down on 19. You know you just have a little bit more to go if you can get clean, chase this lead down.
Yeah, it doesn't need to force anything. It has a lot of time, you know, and it's just like a, you know, Tetris and a half away. So it's like you can kind of just wait for the game to give you a Tetris, which it does once in a while, so long as you stay clean. And that looks like what he's doing, and there's the game giving him a Tetris, and they're at 418, and he is good.
That's it.
All right, Dillan gets the heart despite all the internet issues. And again, very thankful that I only have to do one match with someone with poor internet. I mean, it's a great way to structure this event, because then it's like, oh well, all right, internet's gone, but you're gone too. Bye.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go ahead and give Dillan his heart, and he's probably delayed a little bit from all this stuff, so I'm sure he'll top out as soon as he gets word. And Redshurt is up against it. Redshurt back by a game, down 2-1, needs to win 2 in a row to win this finals for Community Tournament Tier 2 Classic Tetris Monthly, August 2020. I'm vandweller. I am with aGameScout, the famous aGameScout. Look at this. It was a piano guy, music, did all this great stuff, huge channel, and is now pivoted and making all these Tetris videos. And man, what an amazing promoter of our scene here. And really, we just give him all our content for free. We don't even make a big deal of the fact that he just uses all our content and we don't do anything about it. All right. Anyway, so anyway, well, he's a mod, so he's allowed.
Fair use.
He's a mod, so it's implicit that he's allowed. All right. Let's get a ready from both players. We do have one from Answer to Question, and we need one from Redshurt, which we may have. And he's ready. So, aGameScout, go ahead and count it down.
All right. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I feel privileged to be up here with you as well, vandweller. You in the past, you were known for being the poker guy. That back in the day, poker videos were what everyone in the community looked forward to. Recently, those have resurfaced on YouTube.
They have.
So if anybody wants to experience the magic.
Yeah, a much younger, more energetic vandweller before I, got old and then just lost all my joie de vivre and all my verve. And yeah, so you can hear me. Those were made back in 2008 through 2010, so 10 to 12 years ago. I think they're on my YouTube channel. I put them up there just because why not? Because the site that I made them for went officially belly up, so I'm like, well, public needs to see poker videos with me and them with out-of-date advice. They need that.
So those videos predated YouTube?
No. YouTube was a thing.
It wasn't the thing for video back then, probably.
No, there was a lot more. There was a lot more kind of Daily Motion and Vimeo and all this other kind of stuff that probably doesn't even exist anymore. But yeah, YouTube was what, 2006, 2005, somewhere in there, I think started.
Yeah. Again, 2006 was when it started to take off.
Yep. 106 for Dillan, 98,000 for Redshurt.
I mean, this match has great potential. Dillan, I thought, really showed his ability to stay composed under pressure, getting out of some really tough misdrops as the transition last game, and managing to still chase down a significant deficit.
Yeah, any chase down really takes a lot of concentration, and you just got to stay focused and just to have the wherewithal to stay quiet within yourself. It's really difficult. And honestly, back in the day, chase downs they were a lot rarer. And so nowadays people are sort of getting that competitive experience. They are getting, especially with all the online games that are happening and people who are playing throughout the year. And so you kind of wonder how that dynamic is going to fit into CTWC, which is coming up in 2 months, something like that. And folks who have this competitive experience, and while it's not in person, of course this year's CTWC isn't in person, but I think you even saw it with last year's in-person event. I think there's a certain psychology and a certain experience you get even playing online games that will carry over into the big stage, live or online. And I think you did see a little bit of that last year. 175 Dillan, 200 for Redshurt.
Yeah, I remember seeing, even in 2018, I was watching Joseph play. He would, his whole body would move after he scored a Tetris. He was reacting like he had just shot, a three-pointer.
Right.
He was really feeling the competitiveness of it.
Yeah.
In a way of I just scored, touchdown against my opponent. In a way that I wasn't seeing maybe some of the other players. They were kind of just in this Zen mode of I'm playing my own game, I'm just doing my own thing.
187 Dillan, 278 Redshurt, both of them building up for Tetrises. And one sort of under cited sort of factor I think that really helped Joseph here, aside from being obviously amazing tapper, of course not the fastest, but amazing tapper, great stacker, which is what explains a lot of it. But I also think a lot of it came from being a musician, right? And so having to play an instrument in front of other people, certainly used to performing on a stage in front of other people and having to quiet anxiety and just stay centered and focused on the task at hand. That was a really something that was not pointed out a lot, but I think was a big factor in his success.
It's a great point. Absolutely. Being on a band's stage can be stressful, especially if you got a solo. I haven't done that in years. Since I was in band in high school, I actually switched to making videos for music because I liked how less stressful it was. You just film yourself a bunch of times, you get the perfect take, and then you never have to play it again. You just have that perfect video.
Yep. Or you can just splice together like 4 videos and just make it look like you did it right.
Exactly. Those are the trade secrets.
310 for Dylan, 382 for Redshirt. Redshirt down 2-1, needs to win this one in order to stay in this competition. Both players have fought their way through 32-player brackets to get here in the finals, so I think both of them certainly have reason to be proud of the accomplishment, but certainly want to go one step further and take it down. So there's a Tetris for Dylan, 358, 390 for Redshirt. Another Tetris Dylan, 381, so back by 10,000 points, less than a Tetris, and we are approaching transition. That happens at 130 lines. It's level 19. Speed increases by 50%, which is a lot. Try running like a regular pace, and then try going 50% faster. It's not easy.
Yeah, this has the makings of a great game. Very close. They're both looking strong going into transition.
Tetris for Dylan, 455, back into the lead here on 19. 456 Dylan. Another Tetris for Redshirt, so back and forth. Redshirt managing his stack really well on the right side, trying to stay low, trying not to get too dependent, but the game just kind of feeding him some pieces and no long bar, and he's kind of all in on a long bar, and oh no. And all right, so Redshirt's going to top out 478, 780, so Dylan needs to get to 479 and change.
Not over. Dylan just had a little bit of a misshift.
Clears open the right side, waiting on a long bar. Will win it at a Tetris, and Dylan is going to win the CTM Community Tier 2, and Redshirt is devastated. Is not happy.
Go out like that when you had a long bar coming, but then you just blocked the previous piece.
Oh, and it's like that information like was available a split second, before you made that move, and you just couldn't, you didn't have the time to adjust, and there it is. So, Redshirt, congratulations to you for getting so far. Let's give Answer his third and final heart, and then put up the word hello in our winner scene, which is, exactly when I conceived this whole winner scene, really just, this is what I was imagining is, someone just with a typed word and it said you're a winner. So there it is. Congratulations to you, Mr. Answer to Questions. So, all right, we're pretty much right on schedule there, Scout. It's 1:35 here in Universal Tetris time. Is what I call Texas time. So we're heading into CT1, and that should take, about a half hour, 45 minutes, and then it will be the Futures Circuit. So let us go ahead and get all that set up, and because of how inept I am at OBS, I just have to pause the music for a second here, because I don't want to blow out your ears. I just totally duplicate. I made one scene, and then I duplicated as a scene collection, and then I duplicated it in OBS, but I forgot to change the sound settings so that they were appropriate. So the wrong sound settings got populated to 5 different scene collections. So I'm a mess. I don't really know how to do this even after 2.5 years. All right, so here. It's a mess, David. All right, there's that. And
I feel like in this community, because I feel like a lot of people in the Tetris community weren't part of the whole live streaming games community. We've all kind of had to figure out OBS for our own. I'm sure there's probably a bunch of super efficient ways to do things that just none of us knew.
Yeah, and really before the community tournament started, nobody was really doing it, right? Because there was pretty much just CTM, and then we had Tetris Deathmatch, and occasionally someone would kind of try to plop 2 Tetris games on the same scene, and occasionally do something, but it wasn't really wasn't prominent. People weren't doing it until we had this need for restreamers, and then everyone just sort of had to figure that out, right? Around January 2019 is when that all started sort of happening, right? When we launched a community tournament and made it restream only. So it's a very recent thing, but I don't know. It's weird. It seems like it was years and years ago, but it's less than 2 years ago that this whole scene took off. So, all right, community tier 1. Who is it? Remainings versus Dassmaster. Let's go ahead and get all this set up. Dassmaster. And of course, I never miss an opportunity to tell people that I'm responsible for the entire scene. I'm just kidding. There's a lot of people responsible for it. In small ways, but me with the largest. That's a joke. Okay. Let's fix the hearts. All right, hearts are there, and we need remainings to start streaming unless I'm on the wrong... Is there like an alt or something? You're live... Okay, on remainings hater. Gotcha. All right, there we go. And so
Remainings.
What's that?
I just saw Remaining's face cam. It's the first time I think I've ever seen his face.
Yeah, it seems like Ninja and Laser Monkey had a baby.
Yeah.
All right, guys, you are doing your... Oh, they're both actually like deep into 19 practice games. Like, look how deep they are in these. We'll let it happen. Now, all of you who are watching here, once this event is over, so we're gonna have community tier 1, then we're gonna have future circuit. That's community tier 1 is 1 match. Future circuit will be 3 matches, and after that, you're gonna want to keep it tuned here. You don't... I mean, people don't tune anymore, but don't close your browser window. Don't go to a different channel. Because the CTWC Latin American qualifier will happen right after. Like, they're just waiting for us to finish, and then they're going to start like right after that. So do not leave. Keep it here, and you can see some great Latin American players, including, well, of course, very famous for being, from Latin America, the Ecuadorian endomorph Kingsman himself. Will be here, and he will be playing. So, and I made up that name for him, and it's really insulting. But
Ecuadorian endomorph. That's the first time I've heard that. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I made it up like 2 hours ago.
Oh man. I'm gonna have to step away for like 4 minutes. My girlfriend needs me to help her carry something in from the car.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, let us know how it goes.
All right, will do. See you soon.
All right. All right, let's get a ready and a level selection. We need the level selection from Dassmaster and the ready from both players. Yes, don't touch any dials. All right, ready on 18 from Dassmaster. And Remaining's hater is ready, so we're going to go ahead and count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Now, this is like right on schedule, Mr. FAQ. It's 30 to 45 minutes per match. And they tend to get longer as you go up in tiers for obvious reasons. When will CTM be on YouTube? You have to ask Adam Cornelius on that. I don't know. Is August not posted? I mean, they're probably really busy with like CTWC stuff, honestly. So if they can get any of it online ever, I'll be impressed. Will CTWC be streamed? It's all going to take place on Twitch, but it will not be streamed. 25,000 here for Remainings, and Dassmaster with first Tetris, 25,000. Remaining's building out the left here, and dependent on a piece that just didn't come, and getting Hatris pieces. If you know the game Hatris, it is a game that is designed to to give you the exact, like, mathematically non-optimal, the worst piece. And Remainings is in trouble and just getting the wrong piece like every single time. And Remainings is gonna top out, and Das Master is good. So Das Master, you can go ahead and top out. You are already good. Remainings is ready on 18. Is there only going to be one player to qualify for CTWC through the Latin qualifiers? I think so, but you'll just have to stay on this channel and find out. You'll find out in about 2 hours, 3 hours. Das Master is ready. We're going to go ahead and count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Game 2 of the CTM Community Tier 1 Finals for August 2020. Thank you, M.A. Macaud. Mako UD 12? I don't know. Oh, Das Master chose level 8, so he's going to quickly go back and do 18. Come on, Das Master, you can do it. I believe in you. There you go. So Das Master will be a little bit delayed. So after this will be the Future Circuit. Semis and finals. And the winner of the Future Circuit will get a free pass into the next month's Challengers Circuit, which is a week from today. So Challengers Circuit will be a week from today. There is still time to qualify. Oh no, Remaining's left side snaps in that S. And gets a long bar, which is a great time for it because could not burn on the left because of the gaps over there with that L. So still spending time dealing with the aftermath of that L. And Das Master clears away the right side, looking for his first Tetris. And yeah, does not have a Tetris yet through 20 lines. Meanwhile, Remainings is at 82,000, a jacked up looking board, but has Tetrises. And there's one for Das Master, 44,000. Looks like Das Master is back in a rhythm here. And Remaining still trying to dig out from the aftermath of that misplacement with the L. Tetris for Das Master, 73,000. Catching up to Remainings. Remainings, 91,000. Remainings is clean and clear and transitioning the well over to the right side. Taking a few more burns to get that done. I think I gotta turn the music up like a tad. A little bit. All right. Oh, Das Master missed an opportunity to get Tetris ready and then to have a Tetris, but gets 2 long bars in a row. No problem. Do whatever you want if you're gonna get long bars like that. Doesn't matter. And we are super close now. 142 to 143. Das Master is gonna Tetris. Remainings is 1 piece away from setting up with 1. Setting up for 1? Oh my god. I'm getting tired, guys.
I'm back.
Oh, there you are. How'd it go?
She went to Costco, brought back 1 bag of groceries, 1 giant bag. I'm carrying it in and the bag rips.
doesn't seem optimal, 1 bag. It seems like you want to distribute the load across multiple bags.
It was like one of those like cloth bags.
Oh yeah.
Super jumbo size.
Yeah. Reusable, you know, the ones that spread all kinds of disease and, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's good. Just what we need in these times. Yeah. And by the way, good on you for not taking 2 people to Costco when it's unnecessary. Because I go to Costco, and they got whole families there just tagging along for fun. But we're the pandemic people. You don't need to bring a whole crew of people to just, like, you know, sightsee at Costco, man. Like, you're acquiring stuff, send out 1 person. That's all. That's all you need. 248 Remainings, 266 for Das Master. We already first game was quick there, David. It was super fast early top out from Remainings. And so we are here in game 2, Daskmaster up 1-0, and it's super close neck and neck action here.
These are guys I would have had to face had I survived to the second round of my bracket.
Oh, really?
There's no way in heck I was getting this far. Oh, man.
Well, I'm making public service announcements. So I have expressed that opinion to a few people, and it's like, well, what are you bringing a whole gaggle of kids with you to, Target and Costco? And they say, well, we need a babysitter. I was like, well, you've got 2 adults you've got a mother and a father and the kids. Like, one of them can stay home with the kids while the other one goes out and gets. But I don't think people realize that they're in a pandemic. That's the thing. Taking their dogs to Home Depot. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I have tons of thoughts, but it probably gets more and more political the more we talk about it. So.
It's not my channel. I don't care.
Oh, true.
390 for Remainings, 371 for Daskmaster. And we are spiraling toward transition here, but both players super clean right now. It's weird that wearing a mask in a pandemic is political. That's the weird thing.
Yeah, I mean, feels like everything somehow ends up becoming political.
That's
no
right.
matter what.
Even Tetris. Oh my god.
Oh no.
These DAS playing Republicans and these hyper tapping Democrats. Oh my god. Can't they all just get along? And then these libertarian hybrid players. All right, 470 for Remainings, 382 for Daskmaster. Remainings is transition, 494, looking strong. Great looking board. Daskmaster is going to transition a little bit awkwardly, but it's getting the right pieces to burn this down, and now has a great stack going into transition.
Really showing his mastery of DAS there. Remainings does have a pretty sizable lead right now.
Yeah, about 100.
If he keeps this up, Daskmaster's going to need to start laying down the Tetrises.
Yeah, we do have time, but yeah, it gets really hard to overcome a 120,000 point lead. I mean, really, it just behooves you to kind of survive, because Tetris has become more valuable later in the game. So, if you can avoid being too risky early, you can make up some of those points later. So that's one of the, survival has a value, because you can make more points later. And it's also more opportunity for your opponent to mess up and top out. 548 Remainings, 447 for Daskmaster. Remainings is burning. Daskmaster pretty clean and a piece away from being Tetris ready. Remainings now Tetris ready though. But that left side for Remainings, that's going to be a problem.
Be able to dig out of this. Oh
no!
Daskmaster.
Daskmaster tops out 453 and Remainings is good.
It's a tough moment for Daskmaster, and Remainings has evened this up.
So Remainings can go ahead and top out, and we will get game 3 underway. It's going to be Daskmaster's level selection, which I'm going to assume 18, but not always.
Throw in the occasional little Moodoos level 15 start now and then.
Yeah.
Keep things interesting.
It's another Moo thing, right? Moo has a lot of things, and one of them is level 15 starts. All right.
I'll give a little behind-the-scenes tidbit on my latest recap once this game gets started.
Ooh, I like it. All right, so we got a ready from Remainings, and we have a ready from Daskmaster. So I will go ahead and count it down. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris.
All right.
Now, what do you think, by the way, David, of the... See, I've switched the background for Community Tournament to Like instead of the rainbow, it's more of a blue-themed rainbow.
I like it. It makes it very colorful. There's still room for me to put little extra graphics in there here and there. When I do PCAMs.
Well, you know, I've been considering like selling ad space there, so it's like,
yeah,
you know, who knows what we'll do. Anything to, you know, avoid charging the players, right? And you know, it seems to be a trend now where all these like kind of lesser events, and yeah, I'll say it, lesser events are having to like bribe players into playing with like little prizes at the top at the end. I don't think I really ever want to do that. Because I like people to just play for the spirit of Tetris, and if they want to play to win $50 outside of a qualifier, you know, that's their business. So I don't think we'll ever really do that, except for maybe one large tournament, you know, a year or something like that. But not for the monthly.
So even if like hypothetically a sponsor approached you and was like, "Hello, I would like to sponsor the Classic Tetris Monthly."
Oh, it's going right in my pocket, David. That's not going to the players at all. That's right. No, if somebody said, "Hey, I want to give a prize," then I'd let them give the prize. But otherwise, it's going right in my pocket. No, it won't. What I want to be able to do, because actually we're going to start doing some more events on Monthly Tetris, our own channel. We'll always keep a couple events here for CTWC channel, but we're going to start doing more on Monthly Tetris. And I would like to actually start, you know, paying people for the volunteer work that they do. Daskmaster getting up a bit high and very dependent. Oh, and he misshifts the Z piece. Lost and just couldn't get a piece over to the left. It looked very like a DAS kind of sequence. Tops out at 122, and remainings is good.
That skill stop up high is deadly.
Yeah, that looked very DASy to me. It looked like, oh, I lost DAS and couldn't get that other piece over. But all right, someone's saying he's a tapper, and I'll believe him. So let's go ahead and give remainings his heart. And you said you had some behind the scenes something?
Oh yeah. I just started talking about Moo. I was gonna say, when you initially were calling out in that moment in the commentary for me to find a veteran analyst, I think like a couple people in the chat, I think perhaps half jokingly suggested Moodus.
Yes.
I actually did reach out to Moodus first to see who wanted to come on as the expert analyst. And he gave me a really like thorough breakdown of what Corian did, but he said, "Oh, you know, I don't feel like I'd be the best. You know, you should ask like one of the top other players." He was super humble about it, which was like,
that's not on brand for him to be very humble. Anyway, here we go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. But yeah, he wouldn't let you, or you didn't want to use the footage.
Well, he said he didn't want to do it. He said he felt like somebody else would do a better job.
Well, yeah, and you really got really expert analysis from the person that you ended up selecting. So very good.
Yeah, I reached out to Cwiis. I said, "Hey, this is the clip. Say whatever you want." And then he ended up sending me probably one of the only few things I would actually be worried about putting in a YouTube video, a little clip of copyrighted music. Then when I did a test upload, the YouTube content analysis bots didn't pick it up. So I was like, cool.
That was good. So anybody wants to know what we're talking about, here's a link to GameScout's latest video, which is a recap of the August Classic Tetris Monthly Masters event. There's the link. You should go to it and watch it, because why not? 74,000 for remainings here, 52,000 for Daskmaster Scout. I'm going to step away for a moment. You got this?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Remember that my primary purpose here is to commentate these games. We got a very nice close match here between remainings and Daskmaster. About a Tetris separating them. Daskmaster at 98,000. Remainings at 80,000. Remainings opting not to use his long bars on column 9 to clear the stack and get it clean because it would have created an awkward parity situation. He's really taking advantage of like the tournament strats here. You can see it with this double wide well. It's keeping things really nice and safe. It was a very nice adjustment with the SNZ for that tuck. I would not have seen that move. Meanwhile, Dassmaster is also keeping things clean. Actually building up a bit of a lead right now. Remaining's had a great sequence. It was a lot of great decisions, but he just didn't get the line pieces at the moments where he was Tetris ready. So Dassmaster's working with, you know, like a 2 Tetris lead right now. 173,000 to 137,000. Dead even in lines. Pretty early, so ace benchmarks probably aren't too relevant yet. Players are still, you know, in the thick of the early game. And both traded a couple Tetrises back and forth. The lead really hasn't changed. Dassmaster's still working with about, you know, a 50,000 point lead or so. But Remainings is chipping away at it now. Knocks down a triple just to stabilize things.
Well, our viewership went up while I was gone, so I think I should take that as a signal here. All right, so it looks like Dassmaster 280, Remaining's 225. And Dassmaster using that long bar in the 9th column can be sometimes risky, especially didn't have anything on the left side, but found some stuff, found a way to make a few burns, get set up for a Tetris. Nice looking stack now waiting on the long bar, and there it is. Bangarang. There it is. 306. Remaining's 251. Pretty even in lines for both. And just very clean, you know, consistent, kind of medium pace Tetris happening right here. Like, you know, this will end up in about a 400, you know, maybe high 300s, low 400s transition for both.
Sometimes in moments like these, I'm not sure what to commentate when I just sort of see, like, you know, they're both playing pretty safe, pretty standard tournament Tetris. They're not doing any crazy advanced moves. They're just sort of being smart about it. And I remember there's some players who have turned board health into like a science. They have their shadow tees, and like every single move is either accommodating or hurting your shadow tee disparity. I'm like, wow, this is a whole other level of.
So wait, now is shadow tee just another way to say parity, or is it?
Well, from what I understand, they basically break it down to where like your board is either T dependent or not T dependent.
Yeah.
And so you're constantly flipping back and forth, and that the S and Z pieces don't solve the T dependency; they just elevate it. Mm-hmm. So they basically revolve the entire board health around which spot you are in the cycle of being T dependent or not T dependent.
You've been hanging out with Jake too much. All right, so we got a 386 transition from Remainings, and Dassmaster one line away, looking for one last Tetris, but he's not going to mess with that. He's just going to go ahead and take the single into transition and go from there. So 405 for Dassmaster, 390 for Remainings. Remainings going to take the lead with a Tetris, and we are super close now, 6,000 points. Another Tetris for Remainings.
One of the interesting paradoxes I see in competitive Tetris play is that I often see some games like these from Remainings and Dassmaster here in some of the lower tiers would absolutely win a lot of matches in even the highest tiers in the Masters event. still have early top outs in the Masters event.
That's
Perhaps
right.
it's because you know they have to play aggressive because their opponents are so good.
Yeah,
So maybe
that's right.
those early top outs would not happen. They were facing these guys.
Yeah, that's right. And that's why I think a lot of the earlier CTMs, when there was more disparity in the skill level in the player pool, are a lot more kind of, you know, just 3-0 wins, that kind of thing. Because somebody like Corian, you know, faces, you know, somebody who's kind of even, you know, like the early days, they face somebody who's kind of a mid-range player, and you just put up a 700k, 800k and win most of the time. Well, not the case anymore. And so you really have to match your opponent's pace and really count on having to score 850, 900, max out, that kind of thing. And so that's going to introduce some volatility.
Oh no, and Das Master. A couple of unfortunate Das placements.
And that is going to do it for Das Master. Remainings was already ahead. And so Das Master is out. Thank you so much for playing and making it in today. And you did a great job and gave us some good games. But for now, it is Remainings who is the winner. Our Canadian beautiful ninja laser monkey hybrid. There he is. He's got a huge oak bed in the background. Look at that bed. With all these knobs. I mean, look at that. It's a very ornate piece of furniture in the background.
I'm loving that gaming chair. What the heck?
Oh my god. Wow. Oh my god. It's somebody flipping out. It's some other guy flipping out. Various people are flipping out. He was ready for this. Wow. So wait, was that an actual picture of Ninja, or is that actually him?
I can't even tell. It's really low res. Yeah, I think it was.
That is Ninja. So I think we got owned a little bit.
Oh my goodness.
I know, it's not right. Look at all this stuff. Alright, I'm going to keep watching.
And this is what kind of, I mean, this has always happened to an extent. Like, right? I remember, what was it, T-Bricks? He always used to troll people where he had the little GIF where he would miss the Tetris over and over again.
Yeah, exactly. And then, or no, wait, was that, that was, Mohammed also did something like that too. Remember Mohammed Badir?
In my head.
Yeah.
Maybe Mohammed who did that.
But Mohammed also used to have the dancing banana, which I miss. I miss that little guy. All right, so what's happening now? I don't know. Oh wait, all the community tournaments are over.
My goodness.
That's it. So now it's the future circuit. So give me a moment here. I'm going to restart the music here. I'm going to switch over to our new scene collection. Be back.